Welcome in my podcast. So today with me is Meenal. And if you ask someone who want to restart your career and want to get into IT industry and you are on sabbatical, right? So Meenal journey is one of the inspiring journey. You should listen till the last. So welcome Meenal, a life purpose coach and a technical writer, a full-time technical writer. And she is alumni of our Information Developer Foundation. And so, welcome, Meenal, in Hall of Fame. So, let us start. Like, why you decided to again restart your career?
First of all, thank you so much, Rahul sir, for calling me. It's an honor to be here. So I wanted to restart my career because I realized that it is very important these days for women to be financially independent. And it really helps you to get back your confidence when you're earning, your own income. It gives you a different kind of mindset when you interact with other people who are working in who are working in your company or who are working with you. Other than that, these days this it's not the time when only women are just confined for housework or taking care of children. Women are empowered, and women can be doing multiple things. Today's all the different apps and different technology really helps to kind of balance everything. So I thought like, yeah, I can also restart my career, and yeah, that's the one of the reasons.
Yeah. So, but then why you choose technical writing? There can be
Okay,
multiple other options, but why technical writing?
right. So I would say that before getting into technical writing, I was trying a couple of things, and first of all, I had some IT background already, and I had worked for 7.5 to 8 years before taking a break for family responsibilities. And during my break time also, I tried different different things. Like I was a yoga teacher. I mean, I did some yoga courses, and I was a yoga teacher. I also tried baking, and I also took a lot of volunteering assignments and freelancing assignments. So during all this different journey and different path, what I realized is writing is something which is which is helpful, and which is also going to which is also where you can become financially independent, or you can earn some money. And I took some content writing assignments. During this, I connected with somebody, and he was telling me that because you have an IT experience and you're also doing content writing, why don't you try something in between? And I was not aware of this technical writing, but in my building, there is where I live in my apartment, there is a lady. She had like 15 years of Java development experience, and she told me something about technical writing. So that was something new for me. But then I started researching about it, and I thought, why not give it a try into technical writing and see where it takes. So
Hmm.
I kind of it was like an organic flow, like uh, and then that's why I came into this.
So, what you was doing as a IT professional before becoming a technical writer?
Okay, so in IT, first as a campus placement, sir, I got a job into Wipro, which was really a very like a dream come true, or a very good start for a fresher. So
Hmm.
in Wipro, sir, I was working as a developer. So I was into mainframes development or COBOL development, which is little bit old. It's like a very old technology. And I was working as a developer, like coding, and I had worked for different clients like Walmart, Albertsons, etc. With development and coding, I was also doing writing, but I was not aware that okay, writing is a special, there is a technical writing kind of job also. So I was actually doing a lot of writing also, because whatever code changes we make, or whatever product changes are happening, even developers need to make a note of that. And in Wipro, we used to call something called SMTD, like a software manual technical documents. So we had to update lot of such documents or create such documents. So I was working for Wipro, and in Wipro, I also got an opportunity to, work at a client location in Minnesota,
Hmm.
Minneapolis, which was a great exposure, which was a great learning for me, how US people in US work, and how, uh, how we perceive as Indians, how do we perceive from here and actually what they are. That and all was very, it was an eye-opening.
Mhm.
After Wipro, working for Wipro for 5.5 years, I actually switched to a company called SunGuard.
Mhm.
Right now, that company is called FIS.
I am working.
So, yes. So in FIS, I was actually taken for development, but what happened is whatever project was supposed to come, that didn't happen. And because of some budget reason, the company offered that either you can find a job, somewhere, and or you can actually shift into QA, because we have a lot of openings in QA. So what happened is, because I am someone who doesn't want to change the jobs easily, at least at that time my mindset was कि no, मुझे एक जगह टिक के रहना है, जल्दी नहीं छोड़ना, because Wipro also I worked for 5.5 years.
Mhm.
So then I decided that instead of again start the job hunting, why not see what is QA and what this job offers. So then I actually worked around roughly 2 years into QA, and then I did web testing, this automation and manual testings and different type of testings, like testing QA work I did, which was again a good experience. After that, during this time we had a good news, like I had conceived my first kid. So then I thought, okay, then so this was my experience before I actually
Become a
took a
technical
break.
writer.
Yeah, became came into technical writing.
Okay. In fact, FIS, we have a big team of technical writers. Okay.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
if anyone today want to any female or male, right? So they want to restart their career after sabbatical, and they want to get into technical writing. So what should be their strategy, right? How should they plan?
Yeah. Great question. So the thing is that actually these days or these days, or even when I came, it was not very hard. It's just about knowing whether this field exists or not. जैसे मुझे ये पता ही नहीं था कि ये ऐसी भी कोई फील्ड है, या कि
True.
जिसमें राइटिंग भी होती है, जिसमें आपको बेसिक, वी नीड टू नो बेसिक इंग्लिश एंड गुड ग्रामर, बेसिक ग्रामर, एंड इट कैन हेल्प. So I would suggest to find more about technical writing, and connect with mentors, like how I connected with you. So what I did was, when I first came to know about technical writing, the person who had told me about this, a friend called Lakshmi, what I did is I actually connected with her teacher, like her mentor. And there are many training institutes like yours, like Infodev and some others, which provide this technique. So what I did is I connected with all these training institutes, and I tried understand. I went to their website and I saw in the course, like, okay, what are they doing, what is their course material, what are they providing, what do we actually need. And 6 years ago, or 6 7 years ago, we did around 2015 or so, we didn't have so much of information in YouTube, or all these websites. But these days you have so much detailed information that you can take each chapter or each unit of that course. For example, if I go to a website, I'll see if they are offering a course. Some of them also tell you what syllabus they have. So what I did is I took that and I actually did a research. Okay, what is this? In YouTube, do you have any classes, or do we have any recording? So I would say to do a lot of research about it and connect with people. Like, no need to join the course immediately. First,
Correct.
connect with the teacher and get a feeling ki bhai, is this person understanding me, am I comfortable with this person emotionally? Because somebody can have a lot of technical knowledge and lot of information, lot of industry experience, but if we are not comfortable with that person is not having that emotional uh, kind of a resonance, or this thing,
Correct.
then it becomes very hard, we'll not open up. So I would say to connect with different people, and then decide, okay, which person is suitable for you. So for me, I did this, many people, like many mentors I had connected, the train institute, technical writer technical writing institutions, and training people who are providing this. And what I did is I spoke to everyone.
Mhm.
But when I spoke to you, I really liked your calm attitude, and I really kind of felt very confident the way you were speaking. You were speaking very less, but in that also you were providing lot of there was lot of confidence and lot of uh, you
Value.
know I would say clarity in your thing. Even though you were talking very less, you even in the first call itself, you were telling that don't worry, with your experience, you can easily get a good package or a good good start. So that was really really helpful. Another thing which I want to add here is that at that point of time, like 3 4 years ago, I was not very confident of spending a lot of money in the
Training.
I was not very confident in spending a lot of fee. So many times what happens is some of the, and I'm not saying that other
Mhm.
people are wrong, but many times when people are coming, they may be a little, they may have a little, tight shorthand, and they may not have enough this thing. So if the fees of the training institute is very high, and they will have their own reasons, then also it becomes sometimes constrained. So in your case, it happened that you were very much willing to actually say that, okay, attend the first class without any pressure. And if you don't like it, kind of you can go ahead. So that was really, really, all of that really helped me to kind of I thought that, okay, let me start with you. And it was very, very absolutely helpful and very nice. So I would say people to do their background research and, find out, connect with teachers and connect with mentors and see what resonates with you, what is
Correct.
working.
Yeah, we all can resonate with different mentors, right? We can
Yes,
have our own reasons, right?
yes.
And I still remember that conversation with you. Okay. Uh, so thank you for that. And many of uh, people or people who want to come into technical writing, they are hesitated that I am not from a technical background, right? I don't have a BTech degree, or I don't have a very good Shakespeare kind of English, or I don't. So they have a this kind of doubt, and they also think that if they will go with certain mentor, they will lose money, right? So they have multiple fears and objections to take action. So I have seen many good candidates who can easily make into technical writing and restart career and can have a very good abundant life, but they hold back themselves because of this kind of self-doubt. So what you will advise them as a life coach? So I will come to you as about your life coach, but what you will advise them? How should they condition their mind, right, to deal with this kind of objection?
Yeah, so I would say that we all will have fears, and it's just natural to have fears in whatever we are taking up. There will be fears, but we need to decide and take action. I mean, there is no guarantee. Even in Bhagavad Gita, it is said that ki whatever karma you do, there is no guarantee of results. You only can do your best, because when whatever results we are getting, there are multiple factors which are affecting that result. It's not just that कि मैंने ये किया तो मुझे यही मिलना चाहिए, बहुत सारे दूसरे फैक्टर्स भी होते हैं. तो आई वुड से कि एक्शन लेना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. एंड one more thing you mentioned, that technical writing degree is any BTech degree, and all these things are actually these days not at all required, because even when I had done engineering, I had actually done in electrical, but in IT company like Wipro or in TCS, what you actually do is way way much different than the what you have actually learned during engineering. So I would suggest not to think about degree. Any person these days with a basic good English and a good communication skills can actually get into technical writing. And I also want to say that in technical writing, writing is important part for sure, but other than writing also we do a lot of other things like connecting with SMEs, getting information, collaboration, communication. So I think these are all soft skills which are not just required in technical writing, but in any other career, whichever side you go. Because as long as we are connecting, we are going to connect with other humans when till we are alive on this planet, these skills would be required. So I would also suggest people to get kind of brushed up into soft skills if they are not confident, and just do some mock-up practice, like how we did, like some mock-up interviews with you, and just keep going. Like another good thing which I liked about you is like very within first 15 days you told to kind of start applying and giving. And when we were underconfident, me or many other mentees of yours, you
Correct.
told that it's okay, there are many companies in the market. If this company didn't work, it's okay, we can go to the next company. So I would say to take action and not think about B degree or any PhD or any this thing, because in Technical writing, the spoken, more than the spoken English, it's the writing, written English. And written English, basic written English also, if you have done, if you know basic English, I think it is good enough. I don't think it is like a, it's because in technical writing, our main aim is to make the complex information into simple. So we don't need any complex English or a blogging or a very flowery kind of language. We need very, very simple, direct speech, active voices, these kind of things in technical writing. So I don't think we should worry about degree or anything. I think there is many times the people will have some inner fear that I'm not good enough. I mean, that is there with the most beautiful people also in the world. Like they will always find out some flaws. So I personally feel that there is nobody who is perfect in this world. We just have to, kind of have a good self conversation, or kind of build a good connection with ourselves, like good inner connection, and keep taking actions. And if there is a failure, no problem. Learn the lessons, talk to yourself, feel bad if you want to feel bad for some time, but keep taking actions. That's what I'm learning. I've been learning, and that's how I also took a chance, like, okay, let me try. Yeah.
If I remember, before coming to India, you was in Singapore,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So, what prospect of technical writing in international market? So, is it a local kind of job like a doctor or a lawyer, or it's an international job? Like, do we have a market in international arena as well?
Very much, very much. It's like technical writing is as very, very common, and wherever there are products, wherever there is a company where there's a product, there is a technical writing. Like even in Singapore, we have lots of IT companies. We have lots and lots of IT companies, and every company there also has a technical. I mean, these days, technical right earlier, I think for cost cutting and other purpose, many times the company will not hire the writers, or they will manage with the, I think the project
Yeah.
manager or the product manager itself will write the documentation. But these days companies are realizing the importance of having this documentation as a separate department, or separate separate division, where they are hiring people to specially write the document. So all, even in Singapore, there are lots of openings. The only thing is that generally places like Singapore or US, the more importance is given to the local local population, because of other government rules. So going from here to there is bit of like, unless we have a very much specialized this thing, they don't they first try to hire that technical writers from
Location.
Singapore itself, from their market itself. And then if they are not getting or they need any specialized this thing, they take it from here. But there are a lot of I was actually trying for some job openings in Singapore, and I did a bit of research, and I saw there were lots of openings. In fact, I connected with some of them even in Singapore also, and they told me that pretty much the interview process is same like in India. There is no difference in that. So there is a lot of, and technical writing is not just in IT, it's also in automobile,
Aerospace.
aircraft and aerospace, and many other
Yeah.
this thing.
Field.
So technical writing is a very vast field.
Vast.
One more thing, like before coming to this, I had actually connected with a person who I was just thinking, okay, do we have any what jobs are there in testing? So I was also, because I had some QA experience also. So at that time, one person here, there is like QA who teaches QA student, he told technical writing is gone. And he was like, no, 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 there is, you should go for automation testing or this thing. And he was like he was discouraging me. So right now, when I have become a technical writer and I joined you, it's close to 5 years. I feel that okay, he was just kind of sharing his fears, because
Yeah.
every field has its importance. I mean, it's not
Yes.
like only one field is the only king. Developers have their thing, technical writers have, and even QA and other things also have their market. So there is no field which is less than, if people are feeling that. Yeah,
See, we cannot release the product without document, right? So
exactly.
document is not going anywhere, right?
Yes,
You
yes.
will not, your customer will never take your document without product without any document.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes.
So now the advent of AI, again, this kind of buzz is there. Like this is going to there, the development is going there. There is no developers required, no more technical writers required. So what kind of impact do you see with AI on technical writing?
Yeah, so there is an impact for sure because AI is really growing very fast. And one thing which I feel is that if we really want to we have to grow our skills. If we want to keep in our jobs, we need to keep growing, keep upskilling. That is one common thing, because right now companies are having giving the license of Copilot. For example, we have been given the license of Copilot, and many of the for example, there is a meeting. So the summary of the meeting can be easily extracted using Copilot. Or if we want to create the initial draft, it can be, if we give the inputs, the draft can be easily created by AI. So AI is actually really kind of a Aladdin kind of thing, Aladdin ka chirag which came out. But I still feel that no one can replace humans. You know, because we need to many times the data which is given in the AI is not correct. Like, so we I use Copilot, but we need to make sure that we are verifying the data. We are AI cannot connect with other SMEs to get the information. So whatever work a technical writer has to do, it will be there. It's just that we need to make sure that we are upskilling. We are not totally dependent on AI. We keep on upskilling, and we keep on kind of working on it. We also use many of this, like for example, release summaries. So release summaries means release notes. So when we are creating the release notes, we take the help of AI, but we need to make sure that, because AI sometimes gives very weird data. It's still, I think, it's still kind of developing.
Mhm.
So I think AI cannot replace human, but yes, we cannot just sit back and अरे हाँ उस पे dependent नहीं होना है, खुद पे भी काम करते रहना है. That's very important.
Correct. So yeah, I also feel the same about AI. Like AI is going to be our friend, right? It is going to help us with the editing, with the formatting, with the initial draft, but technical writers and developers will be always required. So now coming on your hobby and your side hustle, not hobby, I will say, like you are also helping the community with your purpose-driven venture, that is your life purpose. You are helping people to find their purpose of life and how to lead a better life, right? So can you tell me about what is that and how you are doing that and how you get into that?
Yeah. So what happened is during when I was like before getting into a full-time job, I had done lots of, like I was reading lots of books, and I was attending lot of workshop to understand. Like sometimes we are sometimes we are very low in life and we don't know. Especially people like many married lady after children, they are like they have a like, kind of sense of ki, "Arey, what I'm doing," especially if they have done the job, and now they are not, they are only involved in the household, kind of, which is also a very important part of our life. So I got into a very kind of I was facing a lot of emotional challenges and ups and downs. So for my own growth, I did lots and lots of study, and I did lot of this author called Louise Hay. I really love that, because that was the beginning of
Mhm.
my, knowing myself. So I did a lot of courses, I did a lot of workshop and kind of self-love, and other kind of workshops, practice groups. And it really, really helped me to see how we are we have lot of old patterns, like which are set in the childhood. This is, as a person, as a lady, you're supposed to do this, have to, should, like karna hi chahiye, ye hona hi chahiye. This kind of patterns I started realizing, and I slowly started making a shift. And that's how I actually started meeting right people, because I believe that whatever we have inside, that is what is reflected outside. So if we have a lot of limiting beliefs or self doubt, then same thing gets, it's seen in our outside world also. So what I did is I started learning more about these courses, and I started actually applying them. And once I started applying, I started seeing the changes in my life. And then I thought that this is something very interesting, and why not kind of learn more about it and help other people. Why
Correct.
not? So I did a certification of life purpose coach, and where I help people to grow their true potential, whether it's a personal life or a professional life. I kind of we have a structure or a kind of framework. We go through that in a 3 months period, and then we take them step by step, and then I help them to grow to their best potential. And many times what happens is ki people are coming with, say, I want A and B, but when they go deep dive into themselves, they realizes कि यार मुझे A और B नहीं, मुझे एक्चुअली C और D चाहिए था।
Correct.
तो कई बार हमें पता भी नहीं होता कि हमें क्या चाहिए होता है, और हम इधर उधर की भागा दौड़ी में लगे होते हैं। तो लाइफ पर्पस कोचिंग में ये होता है कि हम आई हेल्प पीपल टू अंडरस्टैंड देमसेल्फ, बिकॉज एक्चुअली बाहर मेन थिंग, वन ऑफ द मेन थिंग्स इज कि बाहर कितना हमारा कंट्रोल है, ये हमारे हाथ में नहीं है। लेकिन जितना हम अपने आप से कनेक्टेड रहेंगे, जितना हम अपने इमोशंस से जुड़े रहेंगे, उतना हम अपने आप को जानेंगे, और कोई भी सिचुएशन में हम बहुत ही एक अलग तरीके से हम जाएंगे। तो मुझे लगता है कि अपने आप को जानना और डेली अपने आप से कनेक्शन बनाना, विच इज थ्रू मेडिटेशन, और इवन एक 5 मिनट साइलेंस बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। नहीं तो आजकल की दिस भागा दौड़ी की लाइफ में इट्स वेरी वेरी हार्ड टू messages and WhatsApp and social media and whatnot. It's very easy to काइंड ऑफ गेट कैरीड अवे। अरे यहाँ ये हो रहा है, वहां हो रहा है, तो हमें खुद क्या अच्छा लगता है, हमें हमें एक्चुअली कहाँ जाना है, ये एक सेल्फ को पता होना चाहिए, और ये सेल्फ कनेक्शन बनाना बहुत जरूरी। तो थ्रू दिस कोचिंग यू नो ये सारी चीजें निकल के आती हैं। और मुझे ये भी लगता है कि हाँ, एक कोच या मेंटर जरूर होना चाहिए हर क्षेत्र में। जैसे लाइफ का, जैसे टेक्निकल राइटिंग के क्षेत्र में यू आर द समबडी विच आई लुक फॉरवर्ड टू connecting or talking. And then in different areas of our life,
Mhm.
for example life coaching के लिए भी I have a coach. So if we have this thing, it is very because I feel कि वो होने से we can also talk to a family or a friend, but what happens is many times people are having their own biases or their own experiences. तो बट कोच के साथ क्या हो जाता है कि वी आर गोइंग एंड दे आर लुकिंग एट यू विदाउट एनी जजमेंट्स, सो यू कैन ओपन up and share your concerns. You can you know kind of you're kind of holding an emotional space, so that's very important. So I also feel ki having a coach or having a mentor is very important. So yeah, so this is the one.
So, guys, if you want any kind of life coaching or support, follow Meenal on the LinkedIn. I will give the link in my description, right? And you can approach her and get your life problem solved. Or even you are not sure that you have to become a technical writer or where you want to go in your career, says I can help you to find your purpose. So is the right person, right? Rather than me, she is the right person where you can connect. Okay. So this is very actually interesting field, right? Because everybody needs this world, right? In the stressed world of profession, like we are running, and as you said, like we don't have time to think for ourselves. So when you can sit with some
Absolutely.
mentor who are really good in that, and you can figure it out. So that's a good thing, Meenal. And also, once you said that you found me through a manifestation. So, what is this manifestation and what is the power of manifestation?
Yeah, so what yeah, yes, sir, that is very good question. So what I feel is that when we are, working on ourselves, we gradually what happens is right people start coming in your life. So there are these days there are lots of different techniques of manifestation, but the one which I actually did was, affirmation. So there is this, as I mentioned earlier, Louise Hay. I have done a lot of workshops with her, workshops of Louise Hay. She's no more alive, but when she was alive, she has touched millions of lives. Her books are, some of the top-notch books in the self-help section. So what
Please
I
give me
did
the
was,
link. Sorry, to interrupt. Please give
Louis,
me the link so that I will give in the description. So,
sure,
somebody want to
sure.
read, they can read that book.
Yes, sir. So the book name is You Can Heal Your Life by Louise L. Hay.
Okay.
I can also type in the chat box later.
And I got it. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah. So I actually, what I did was I went through her book for a couple of times, and I actually read, because see, when we are reading that book for the first time or even attending the workshop, one of the main things which they mention is whatever whatever is happening in your life, it's because of your thoughts and because of the patterns that you are carrying. Okay. Now there is no need here. We are not blaming anyone, our childhood or our parents, because our parents did the best they could from what they learned from their parents. So there is nobody to blame. But we will not blame, but then we will also not stop working on ourselves. So what I have done is I actually did affirmations. Now, many times what people say is, I have done affirmation, it's not working. The thing is that we are doing one single affirmation like, hey, I have a happy, healthy, and fit body. And actually right now we are not fit. Just saying it few times, it's not enough. The purpose here is not only to say it, but gradually, when we keep doing these affirmations either on mirror or through writing, the purpose is actually to slowly it comes in, it gets into your deep sub in your mind and then subconscious mind, and you start taking the actions which are required to become fit. For example, we want to become fit, we cannot uh, you know have a very unhealthy lifestyle. So those things also gradually need to come. So this is not like a quick fix कि हाँ हमने ये कर लिया और देन तुरंत एक 15 दिन
There is
किया और हुआ नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है। क्यों? तो ऐसा होने से तो एवरीवन विल डू, आई एम ए मिलेनियर, एंड देन दे विल नॉट डू एनी बैक the work which is required to become a millionaire. So what I did was I did it for a quite a long lot of time, and it didn't happen कि वो किया तो तुरंत मुझे फर्स्ट आप मिल गए। पहले मुझे एक दूसरा बंदा है जो एमपी से है, जिसने मुझे एक आइडिया दिया कि कंटेंट राइटिंग एंड टेक्निकल कैन बी थिंग। सो थिंग्स वेर लाइक अ स्लो, लाइक जैसे बच्चा एक दिन में नहीं हो जाता, इट नीड्स अ टाइम, इट टेक्स 9 months for the nature from a cell to become a 2 kg 3 kg baby. In the same way, I did this for a quite a period, like for some time. And if somebody wants to do it, then somebody wants to get it quickly also, they need to see what patterns or what is mindset they are carrying. And I personally feel ki even though there are many advertisement where people say ki yes, 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 we can change the mindset in quickly. I think it does take some time. Like we should be also practical. It's like, I will change the weight, like I will make 10 kg reduction in 1 month. But if that is a very drastic change, then body may not be able to sustain it, और फिर वापस भी आ सकता है वो। तो उसी तरह मुझे लगता है कि ये मैनिफेस्टेशन ये सब भी, इस पे भी थोड़ा कंसिस्टेंटली मेहनत करके फिर हमें धीरे धीरे रिजल्ट्स दिखते हैं। सो व्हेन आई डिड ऑल दीज थिंग्स, आई स्टार्टेड फाइंडिंग राइट पीपल इन माई लाइफ. So that is how, like for example, I had connected with many couple of mentors in technical writing field, but it was you who I felt like, yeah, this is the person. तो वो उसका एक जो गट फीलिंग है, एक इंट्यूशन है, वो ग्रेजुअली हम लोग करते रहते हैं तो हमें आ जाता है कि हाँ ये अंदर से हमें वो पता चलने लगता है, आई वुड से।
okay. Interesting thing, right? So, guys, learn more about affirmation manifestation. This really helps and this really works because it's work scientifically on your subconscious mind. Yes, I too believe, right? And I think we had a good discussion on this. And one more thing, like people think that they have done affirmation, right? They have learned from YouTube, they learned from Udemy. So things are not working. Okay, and you said that they need to have patience and find the right mentor. So how to find a right mentor after Corona? If you see, there is a flood of mentors, right? Be in any field, be it in life coaching, be it in a technical writing, be it in any field. You see, there's everybody who's teaching today's, and everybody is a guru nowadays, and everybody's writing a book. So how to find a mentor from this noise, right?
Yeah, so again, very good question, sir. So, but I would just say कि we need to do our research and take action, because even when I was doing this life purpose certification, couple last year, what happened was that I was also searching many people. Like I also came across lots and lots and lots of people. So what I did was I actually I actually connected with many of the people, and I found out, okay, how, for example, I'm going to one teachers. So I connected with his students, and I found out how they found value and what did they how they are growing in their life. And that's how I connected with my my mentor or my life coach, from where I did my certification. There is no right kind of formula, but one thing is ki do your research, make notes and see which person you're resonating with. उनके स्टूडेंट से आप फीडबैक लीजिए और आप चेक कीजिए कि आपको वो मैच कर रहा है क्या। फॉर एग्जांपल, सम ऑफ द पीपल आई कनेक्टेड who are very very popular mentors, actually my life coaches, but when I connected with their students, I didn't resonate with them because जो नॉलेज की वो बात कर रहे थे या जो चीजें वो बता रहे थे मुझे वो पहले से ही पता थी. So
Mhm.
I was looking for a life coach who is going to help you, who is really putting his 100% effort, and not like, giving some recordings, or there are many of the now popular kind of life coaches or life coaches certifications jahan pe they are for like 99 and 199, and then they give you this what do you call it, like the
Bonus.
recording. रियल मास्टर क्लासेस है लेकिन उसमें रियल टीचर आ ही नहीं रहा है, मास्टर क्लास कुछ दूसरी ही रिकॉर्डिंग चल रही है. So I was like looking for a teacher or looking for a coach who is actually uh, giving more than 100%. That is one thing. Another thing is, with all these things also people will have doubts कि अरे मेरे पैसे चले जाएंगे, या what should I do. Even I had some dilemma. But I was listening to this some Bhagavad Gita talk because I love listening to spiritual discourses, and in that somebody had similar question, कि भाई मुझे मैं कैसे आगे बढ़ूं कि मैं गलती ना करूं, something like that. And the person who was discussing this Bhagavad Gita, each shloka, what they told is there is no such formula. Basically what you are saying is कुछ ऐसा कि भाई मेरी गलती ही ना हो, और ये पॉसिबल नहीं है, बिकॉज एज लॉन्ग एज यू आर मूविंग इन एंड यू आर लिविंग इन दिस लाइफ, और कोई चीज आपको आगे बढ़नी, तो देर विल बी मिस्टेक्स, एंड देर विल बी देर विल बी थिंग्स विच मे नॉट happen according to your own plan. So what you can do is you can only learn from that and move forward. So even I did the same thing when I actually, this message of whole this Bhagavad Gita which I was listening in YouTube was very helpful, because I was thinking कि अरे ये teacher मिल, when this life coach is I found him, okay, how will I kind of how when he will help me to find clients, this that. But actually the thing is कि ज्यादा सार 80 से 90% काम हमें भी खुद पे करना है, सिर्फ टीचर
Right.
को नहीं करना है. तो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि ये हमेशा क्लियर रहे कि मुझे भी काम करना है. ये नहीं, टीचर आपको कुछ हद तक लाइक होता है ना, कहते हैं कि घोड़े को आप पानी तक ले जा सकते हो लेकिन पानी तो उन्हें खुद ही पीना है. इन द सेम वे आई वुड से डू योर रिसर्च, फाइंड द मेंटर एंड टेक एक्शन.
Yes.
टेक एक्शन एंड गो फॉर इट, डोंट कीप वेटिंग. क्योंकि ज्यादा से ज्यादा क्या होगा, फेल होगा, पैसे जाएंगे. बट मुझे एक और जो चीज मैंने रियलाइज की है ओवर ए पीरियड ऑफ टाइम, लास्ट कपल ऑफ इयर्स, इसकी हम लोग जितना वी इन्वेस्ट इन चिल्ड्रंस एजुकेशन, हाउस लोन, व्हाट नॉट, ऑल द मटेरियल थिंग्स, बट वी डोंट इन्वेस्ट एनीथिंग ऑन आवर ग्रोथ एंड लर्निंग. तो अगर हम उसका 10% भी अपनी लर्निंग पे देते हैं तो वो बहुत ही हेल्पफुल होता है. जैसे कि मुझे ऐसा, जैसे बिफोर कमिंग टू यू आई हैड टेकन सम कंटेंट राइटिंग कोर्स ऑल्सो फ्रॉम सम दिल्ली पर्सन, and just by that time only corona lockdown had started. So even though that guy was good, मेरे पैसे वेस्ट हो गए kind of. Then I could have said कि नहीं अब मुझे कोई दूसरा कोर्स करना ही नहीं है. But I didn't say that. And I took a chance on Infodev when I joined you, बिकॉज व्हाट आई फेल्ट इज कि एक बार हमको राइट कोई मिल जाता है तो जो भी हमने पैसे लूज किए वो आ जाते हैं.
That's
नथिंग टू
true.
वरी. ये पैसे का ही ज्यादातर जो हम लोगों का थॉट रहता है वो इसी का रहता है कि अरे मेरे पैसे चले जाएंगे. बट मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि जितना ज्यादा हम चिंता और फियर में हम जो गवाते हैं, एक जो हमारी हेल्थ खराब करते हैं, वो पैसों में बराबर नहीं हो सकती. सो दिस इज समथिंग आई ऑलवेज फील कि अपना रिसर्च करो लेकिन एक्शन लो, क्योंकि जब तक हम एक्शन नहीं लेंगे कोई भी चीज में, चाहे वो टेक्निकल राइटर के मेंटर फाइंड आउट करना हो, या even in life coach or even any other things, go for it. That I would say, even these days there are so many small, like even for life coaching, there are people who are offering it for less
Yeah.
less price or less in a economical way. So go for it and see. अगर वो नहीं होता है तो कोई बात नहीं, ये तो हमें पता चल गया ना कि भाई ये हमें काम नहीं कर रहा है, ये हमारे से नहीं हो पा रहा है, तो दिस पर्सन इज नॉट वर्किंग, एंड देन गो फॉर द नेक्स्ट वन. आई मीन आई ऑल्सो फील कि कोई चीज इफ इट हैज नॉट वर्क, वी वी आई वुड से वी शुड नॉट स्पेंड टू मच टाइम क्रिटिसाइजिंग, क्योंकि वहां पे भी फिर हमारी एनर्जी जा रही है ना. तो आई वुड से जस्ट लर्न द लेसन ग्रेजुअली, एंड मतलब लर्न द लेसन एंड ग्रेजुअली यू विल फाइंड द राइट थिंग्स हैपनिंग टू यू. या.
Okay. So, what I understand, you're doing a lot of things like life coaching, technical writing, managing your family. So, how you're managing your time? What is your time management mantra?
Time management mantra, I won't say that I'm perfect, but one of the things is ki one is to do list. Another is I also like there are couple of things which are non negotiable. Every day I do around 25 to 30 minutes of meditation, and second thing is I also do every day 1 hour of exercise.
Oh,
ये दो तीन चीज मैं पक्का करती हूँ, टू डू लिस्ट, मेडिटेशन और एक्सरसाइज। एक्सरसाइज कैन बी एनीथिंग लाइक साइकिलिंग, जुम्बा, एनी ऑफ दिस। तो ये तीन चीजें मैं पक्का करती हूँ, बिकॉज व्हाट आई बिलीव इज की फ्रॉम हियर टू द एंड ऑफ लाइफ, माइंड बॉडी एंड सोल ये साथ में ही रहना है। इस बॉडी, ये बॉडी जो है, ये घर में न रहते हुए हम लोग इस बॉडी में रहते हैं, तो
correct.
उसका पक्का ध्यान देना है। तो जब मैं ये तीनों चीजों को रखती हूँ, लाइक टू डू लिस्ट, मेडिटेशन, टू डू लिस्ट में मैं लिख लेती हूँ कि अच्छा मुझे ये करना है, तो मुझे लगता है कि जो जो उस दिन में महत्वपूर्ण होना है वो हो जाता है, और जो उतना प्रायोरिटी में नहीं है वो सेकंड में आ जाता है। तो आई फील कि राइटिंग डाउन, जॉटिंग डाउन इज इम्पोर्टेंट, एंड वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू गिव योर सेल्फ टाइम, बिकॉज कोई भी लाइफ में क्षेत्र में हम आगे बढ़े या ना बढ़े, हमें खुद के साथ रहना है। हमें खुद के साथ लास्ट के अंत तक, सांस तक रहना है। तो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू हैव दैट वेरी गुड कनेक्शन विथ योर सेल्फ, विच हैपन्स आई वुड से इन मेडिटेशन। और अगर किसी को लग रहा है कि नहीं है, तो यूट्यूब और इसमें बहुत अच्छे अच्छे ब्रीदिंग एक्सरसाइजेस हैं, योगा है, उससे भी काफी सेल्फ कनेक्शन बनता है। और एक्सरसाइज में हमें पक्का करनी चाहिए, चाहे 20 मिनट्स, 10 मिनट्स वॉक कर ले। तो मैं इस चीज को एक देती हूँ प्रायोरिटी, और मुझे लगता है कि बाकी सारी चीजें वो आ जाती हैं, जिस लेवल पे बैठना है वो बैठ जाता है।
Perfect. So last question, Minal, it is that if any lady who is on sabbatical want to restart his own career and sitting on the fence, what message you want to give them?
I would say कि yeah, I mean, read some good books. I would say read some good books. Like for example, if you are really sitting on a fence and you're having lot of doubts, I would really recommend to read this book. You Can Heal Your Life. It really helped me. And yeah, connect with people like me, or who are there are many good people out there. And yeah, take action. Like take action. Take small actions. I would say, yeah.
That will help. So thank you, Minal, for your time, and it was really a great conversation. And I wish we could have connected for long, but it's already more than 45 minutes. And I don't want to stretch it any further because people may get bored. But I will connect with you for more conversation, and I will call you in our future sessions as well. More on life coaching, manifestation, a lot of things we learned today, like attraction, affirmations, right? So people think that this doesn't work. All these things work, and Minal is one of the good example of that. And I also believe in that, and I also manifest. I also do affirmations, and in my classes also in the starting, I always ask my student to set goals. And one trick which you have told one day to me, right, like write 11 times or something. So I ask my students to do that also, because that is in your subconscious mind, and that you remind why you joined this course, and that keeps you on track. So thanks, Meenal, for giving me that tip, and that is actually changing others' life also. So connect with Meenal on LinkedIn. Thank you for coming, Meenal, and thank you everyone for watching. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.